We close that window. And then just
It's
the
okay.
number.
The windows.
So you need to look at this critically.
Mm.
Character, we have issue of character problem in many personnel. But what we've seen, immediately you employ, you begin to study the loopholes, so our guy is not always there.
So time.
So time, you begin to think of when to pilfer, steal your things, steal your money, and so on and so forth. So it's been, for me, the experience has been very, very disappointing. So I don't know how you have not had the experience, or you don't have large staff. I have cases of having large staff.
I have that
Someone will
experience.
sabotage you.
I have that experience once.
And they immediately they employ you, they want to go and set up their own immediately, whether they have sufficient knowledge, they've learned enough from you or not. And they become their competitor and then becoming rival. So when I was standing in for you,
Okay.
then let me talk about this.
Okay.
So that
How do you manage output? When the harvest? Do you harvest everything at once? Do you have the market? So there's a relationship between this output management and the issue of marketing. Do you segment? Do you just do them in bits depending on the number of people? What I know is that in this business, either the customer will call you or you call the customer when the product is ready. And that means you need to keep that relationship. So you need to decide if it's something you want that you have tried to process. It's issue of inventory. Inventory management for the product, inventory management for the inputs. We have need feed, need medication. Is it enough in the store so that the fish will not be left hungry because the fish were not there? So management of this, management of finished products, is the inventory management. Again, inventory a record of what you have, both assets and liability. We have been emphasizing record keeping, which is the new thing I will be happy you take away from this training. Record keeping. Record keeping, record of input, quantity, and price. Outputs, quantity, and price. So that you know how much you spend from the beginning to the end of one cycle, how much is produced, the revenue that you have. That is where you can begin to do the calculation of it. So you need this inventory when you keep things in the store, equipment, in the bags of feed, what you produce, and so on and so forth. Now, what am I talking about here? Change management. If you mean somebody moves, you have arrangement to bring in somebody. I'll give you an example. NCI school, their president passed on. Yes, the president died not too long ago. As the first son of the proprietor, the late proprietor. So he died, he's yet to be buried. His sister was the principal before. Now, they quickly moved on to acting presidents and got somebody who had been in that system as acting principal. That is change management so that there is no backup. Before one was reporting to the brother. So if somebody leaves, what arrangement is made? So we talk about this in capacity building system. Assuming you know you are no more there, you move on to become chairman of the board. You have somebody that step in as MD to do the daily, day-to-day management of the farm business. I'm not thinking about the one-man show that we have now. I'm thinking about the farm that can grow to the conglomerate. You are in Ghana, you are in Liberia, you are in Nigeria. Nothing stops you from replicating the business you have there in Ghana. So if you have in Ghana office, you have in Liberia office, you have in Nigerian office to be the parents of the global headquarters. They employ people there. It goes back to how you manage human resources, how you manage the. So I sometimes sit back and see how these foreign fellows, the multinational, I adopt my heart for them. They will grow from their home country, become sometimes see African regional office, with offices in many countries. They appoint managers there. The Asian, the Eastern, they have all that. And they started small, like you are starting.
Some people from the garage. Some people in their room.
So they started very small. Organizations like Julius Berger, I understand they didn't have an office in Germany, and many others. So can we also think of penetrating the global markets? We cannot penetrate the global market by being the sole proprietor. Anywhere you go, is an extent you can go, and you cannot do all the thinking and planning and action. I was talking about planning to grow. Is it not so? Yeah, from small to large scale. You need help. You need professionals, you need experts. You need people who would, even after all the planning, will help you to implement. So, human resources, so you need to have the structure, organizational structure, this organogram kind of, and know what to do. That comes to human resources. Anyway, whatever, come and take their perspective. We are talking about the customer. We are not through with that. Sometimes we can give away a produce just to retain goodwill for the customer. Do you know that? When you look at what they are doing and know that if you give something out, it's not going to adversely affect the profit level. So for goodwill, you can do moonlighting during festive season. Some messages, some gifts of dried fish, these are products, you know, also from Brandy's farm. Oh, this is my customer, this is my person. They remember me during this period. They will stay by it because there are others who also need this attention. So customer relation and what I've learned, no matter, it should be a rare occasion that you raise your voice against your customer. It's not good. The customer is the key. So, you train their staff able to, comport themselves, explain, and be able to manage diplomatically even when they are provoked. Right? They say, okay, we are going to look into it. And be able to information management. Information management. Very, very important. Yeah? Sometimes the secrets of your business, assuming you have a recipe, what you have to do to make your fish to grow bigger than that of faster than that of others, taste better than that of others, it should not be leaked out. It's not something that people stay anywhere and begin to discuss. Because others are also looking for information that will make their business better than their own. Because customers are testers. In whatever business you do, know that your customers are testers. Whatever they taste with their tongue, with their eyes, with their ears, that means if they have their product or produce, if they have one that is better than your own, they will vote with their legs. They will leave. Even in schools, if they find a school that is teaching the children better than your own is doing, they will go. So your personal relationship with customers matter. Even though there has to be boundaries, you respect the customer. Whatever the case, can be okay. They bring complaint, we should. In fact, people like us ask customers to give us feedback. We don't call it complaint. We call that feedback. And when we fail, we don't call it failure. It's lesson learned. Whenever there are some things that we find, oh, we didn't do well here, we didn't get what we wanted, we will sit back and analyze the situation. What is it we should have done, we didn't do? What is it we did, we should not have done? Okay? What do we do going forward? And we normally, in doing so, rely on the principle I call bet why. Bet why. If customers are complaining, then why are they complaining? They are complaining because they say my price is high. But why is my price high? My price is high because of my input price is also high. But why? So until you ask the question and get to the bottom, the very root cause of the problem. But why? Continue to ask the question until many people don't have this ability of, sometimes you call it onion this. When you remove the onion this shell, you continue to see, until you get to the core. This problem solving approach, I can help them, but you need to train your staff to know that your dynamic organization, you are not perfect, but you can improve. You cannot improve by assuming you are perfect. No way. And that's why even with human beings, when I discuss somebody doesn't create room for learning, I feel disturbed. God is always room for learning. So whenever there is failure, we call it failure. I say I don't call it failure. It's challenge, lesson learning. So you would call your customer, oh, we did this. How did you see it? Please, if there's any information you can give us to help us improve, can let us know. When I see such organizations, see such people, they are my friends because they know that they are not perfect and they want to learn. So, customer relation related to marketing strategies. I have a book. A book is titled Guerrilla Marketing. Guerrilla Marketing. Let me bring it.
Guerrilla marketing. You know guerrilla warfare. Guerrilla warfare. You know guerrilla warfare. They don't fight clearly stacking you in different corners until you are tired.
Guerrilla, these are the books I read sometimes. This is guerrilla marketing. Seeking for making big profits from your small business. Let's talk about how you can market. There are so many techniques there. This one is also making horses to drink. How to live and succeed in business. And this one is my number one, the entrepreneur mind. This is different from ordinary mind. You have the mind of an entrepreneur. So guerrilla marketing, you need to strategize. Know the strategies of your competitors. First, you need to identify your competitors. Who are the other producers? Like the rice thing, how much are they selling? Who are they? What are they doing? Where are they getting their inputs? At what cost? Then you begin to penetrate. Because like I said, you have customers. All of you are looking for these people. Some people will take a chunk. Other people will take a chunk. Some people will want, you're advancing, you want to take more. The more customer, the bigger your customer base, the more sales you can make, the more money you can make, the higher your profits. And the quicker you can grow. Is it a digression? You know why something is basically Soludo, Charles Soludo as the governor of Central Bank. I also teach macroeconomics anyway. When he came, he saw many banks in Nigeria said no, the bank did not have good money. Said you have to consolidate. So you have to have capital base of 25 billion then. If you don't have, you merge or you get acquired. And they was able to produce big banks. Why? Because the one banks that would be able to lend money to the real sector. Why is government bothering itself about bank lending money to the real sector? When businesses get money, they are expected to expand their business or even start new ones. When that happens, what happens? Production in the economy of goods and services will increase for people to, there will be employment. And when production increases, we have more goods now, prices are likely to come down. Therefore, checking inflation, checking unemployment, the two dangerous things that happen in an economy. When there is high inflation and high unemployment. So, when you have more customers, you want to relate with them well and offer good quality products, you are penetrating the market, gaining more, getting some more from others. Okay, take a case, this is several international secondary school here. That is Gilgal there. That is Glad Tidings there. This is John Paul by Aquadio. Right. This is our catchment area. Isn't also? We are looking for children who are of school age, secondary school age, living around here. 5 of us, and maybe many more, are springing up. What is your market share? And so you have to be in the what we call the forefront, you know. We have to be on the frontier, yes. Frontier. Everybody is producing the same thing. Fish is fish. Huh? Now we are all producing catfish. So what will make a catfish different from the other catfish? Why would people need their present customer and come to you? Why? Do you have any reason you can advance what you can do to make somebody who has had his own person that has been buying from to leave that person and come to you? And what again would you do to make the person that has been buying from you to stay with you? What have you been doing anything to make sure that those who are with you stay with you? Or those who were somewhere else had reason to live where they are and come to you? Life is business, so you know. Life is business. You allow anybody to tell you otherwise. Whatever you do, you are doing business of marketing, need customers. Have we thought about this? What do we do? I used to tell some girls in my class in the university, I said, which church do you go? Which church do you attend? You go to one local church with aged people. Who will manage you? So you need to go to church where you have young men, young women, and then you go and do like people who have supermarkets. You position yourself properly. Position yourself so that those who want to make choice can make a choice. That's why I see Pentecostal growing with young people. Not the one that put a tie here to a good man young come. No. The one that make them. So life is business. Business of marketing. We are marketing. All of us. So I said, what will make customer to leave another person producing the kind of product to come to you? What will make the one that is staying with you will stay with you? Oh, let them answer the question. Then you go on with their own perspective.
Okay.
Let them answer the question. What will make them to stay with you and leave others to be with you? Catfish is catfish anyway. Why?
Yeah. No,
Maybe,
see that one too.
maybe the way you relate with the customer,
Maybe
your,
the way
your,
you
your
relate-
approach to your customer will make them to always come to you. You don't make them angry despite their price, despite your own price.
You maintain your composure.
Yes, you play with them, you talk, let them understand why your price is like this with a mild and sweet tone of voice. That can make them to come back.
Despite the price being different from other person's place, your customer relation, we still keep them. Okay?
Okay, me, it will be your availability when you always have boost for them. Like when you always have.
Anytime they call,
Anytime they call, you
you
are
always have it.
you are ready to deliver.
Like Igbo man in the market. Wait, let me go to my other shop.
Sharp.
Let me go to the other shop, to my other shop. My other shop. The Igbo man will tell you, I'm going to the other shop. That other shop is another person's own. But it's still his own shop because he will go there and claim ownership and sell to you. But even though you don't make profits, the person has made profit, he has kept you as a customer. Next time you will call him.
You will call him.
And that time you will have it. Then he will make his own profit from you directly.
So when you always have boost
Product about availability.
and when you give quality, what they want.
Product quality, product availability.
When they
This was customer relations.
Yes.
Okay, what about you, sir?
Competitive pricing.
Competitive pricing. Competitive pricing.
When they
Irrespective of your cost of production.
where are they are buying from, what they are buying from, they can also make better profit to make them to come back.
Okay, they make better profits to make them to come back.
If what they are
If they are
buying
going to be resell,
they can.
and if they buy from you, they go and resell, they make profit, they come back to you.
Like for very favorable prices.
Favorable pricing.
Favorable prices.
Favorable pricing. Beautiful. So that is what you will offer for them to always come back.
I'm sorry, but
Okay.
what I
You
mentioned
buy catfish from you, buy catfish from you, but your own price
is better.
is better because when I
When
buy,
they buy
from
they say
you
those women,
and I go and sell, I can make profits and I always come back to you.
because you want to make more.
And this is telling me about
Availability.
availability.
No product,
Like,
anytime,
product.
anytime.
Anytime I call, even though I call 1 a.m. in the morning, he will always supply for me availability. And he said customer relation, like and even though I'm very angry, once you can't talk to me, I'll be calm. Even though I want to knock my head on the ground, but once he just talk to me, I'll be calm. That means I always go to him because he has my remote control with him. So
These are
Another thing that when you go in,
I love the way when I mention like competitive price, it was intentional. I love the way like because we are trying to how can we the farmer be profitable. One of the major challenges is the pricing, and then I'm coming with
competitive
price
price.
that I have to say no.
See, even though you set prices for farmers are allowed to juggle with the price. Either go down a bit or go up a bit. That's what it is expected of. But don't go below this. You can go above it, but don't go below this. So if a farmer decides, say all the everybody in the market is selling fish 4,000 per kg, okay, that is it. But then there's always a room for don't go below 3,500. You understand? So that the other person will not be too cheated. And that's what we always do when we set up prices that year. But now I think I'm going to revive that price, that monthly price list again. Price list. I have slapped down seriously because I'm doing a lot of functions as a secretary. I'm doing many money things. So that's why. If we have a committee that do price release, we will just set that committee will be the one functioning every month. Just publish it and broadcast
The
it.
thing is all about enforcement.
Enforcement. Enforcement is a very key word.
And so how
How will you enforce it? Enforcement does not start one day. Enforcement starts from grassroots, also starts from the top. Meaning that from the grassroots, people are gathering, they are binding themselves together and everything. Then from the top, meaning that if the fishery policy or fishery act that me and other people as put together in this state have passed through the bill and has been assented to, nobody will have fish farm in this state that government will not be aware. And when government knows about you, they will know about the price you are selling. When they know about the price you are selling, they practically will shut you down and say you are spoiling the market for other people. Other people will not be able to sell at that good price, meaning that they will not be able to pay their tax to the government, and which is so you can see how we can take a bottom approach and either top bottom or bottom top. Anyhow it is. So enforcement is good, but then we need to start from somewhere. So by binding ourselves together first through cooperative and say this is what we agree on. And if we have 100 farmers in Eket and 50 farmers come together and say this is what we must sell no matter what happens, and the cooperative is empowered that in case you are in a hurry you want to sell your fish because you don't have money, cooperative can still lend you some money and you can continue your feeding your fish until you are able to see buyers for it. Or cooperative can even buy up the fish for you. Yes, we actually tried that with fish markets in Akwa Ibom State, where the fish market was started, and we are buying up fish from fish farmers. They tried to sell, but the cooperative leaders were very, very good people. So the cooperative and the fish market went to meet their grandfathers. I'm not saying more than that. So, but we are trying to revive it again, having a set of leaders and see, and we want to see how the leaders will do us better. Prof said a lot of things on fish farming management.
Okay,
what he has said is, okay, what is
I also have another point.
Okay.
And trust is another point.
Trust.
Trust, yes.
Okay.
When your customers,
Going back to customer relation. Okay, go ahead.
when your customer trust you, like trust your product, like
Trust
me
your
that
product.
is a me that produce fingerlings, like whenever I give them fingerlings, they don't die, they grow.
Quality.
Yes.
It's mentioned, people don't mention
Okay, see this quality.
quality.
Okay, I just wanted to add that.
And that quality gives rise to trust.
That quality gives rise to trust.
Exactly.
So when you give quality, they will always trust.
Trust.
Even the day you not give quality, they will still trust. Do you get what I'm saying now? Now, there are some drugs. In fact, I've done this before, sometimes ago. Somebody came to me and said, give me God, my fish are dying. Give me God. I know what the problem of the fish is. But if I tell the person, this person, I look at the person's psyche. If I tell this person, nothing is wrong with your fish, you just go and change their water and give them salt. The person will say, no. The person will say, so I look at the psyche, I say, okay, I'll give you blood. So what did I do? I went to carry a bucket, I said, come back tomorrow. So the following day, I went to go and buy 4-liter rubber, fill it with water, pack salt inside. And now to give it color, I want to go and carry ash, normal wood ash, pour it inside, shake it very well to give it color. So when they came, I just gave it to him and said, take. He said, thank you. So how much is this? I said, this drug normally is like, this policy is like 50,000, but just give me like 5K. He said, because you're my customer, I collect 10% of the money. He said, I have plenty of it, I'll give you this one. 5K just for the rubber, for the salt, and for the ash. I was like, he didn't know that's all the cost. I said, no, but just take it. He said, this 50,000 drug, you give me for 5K. I like it. So he took it and went. I said, when you go to the house, this is what you will do. Remove your water, put in fresh water, pour this inside, and let it sit for 30 minutes. Then, when after that, you raise the water back to the normal, and your fish will be okay. He went and did it religiously, and the fish was okay. And the people said, that blood work. That blood work. What did I do? Nothing.
You are collecting line.
Yeah. What did I do? Nothing. Now I want you to understand, because the pastor that I'm coming to. You see, the psyche of the customer is the fact that there must be a drug.
Yes.
Some people come to me and say, what drug can I give my fish so that my fish can go fast? I will look and say, now I say, when I do not sell feed, I will tell them, what can you do? That's when I came up with 5 fingers of fish farming. 5 fingers. Quality juvenile, quality and sufficient water, salting, salting fish, then good and regular feed, and what that last one? Water, juvenile feed, clean water, then space. The last one is space. Give them space. Those 5 things. Once you can do them, you give them enough space. If you imagine we have 100 people in this place living inside this place, and we also have on this side of the place another place where there are only 2 people living there. The 100 people will not look healthy because it's choked, but the 2 people will look healthier because there is space for them. So fish also need space. That's why you never see big fish in small water. Take that home. You will never see big fish in small waters. Anytime you see them catch big fish in Bayelsa Creek, where Port Harcourt this thing, it's because the fish has left big water and come to small water. That's where they can catch it. If big fish inside big water, you cannot catch that fish. That's what it is. Like when you see them, you see big fish go over and say, we catch this was number shark, whale, baby whales, and you see them catching it. That fish has left big water and it's not in small water. That's why they can catch it. Their net can catch it. So big fish need big water. So, and you want big fish, give them big water. And water is determined by the space. So even though you have water that is as big as this, and you have water that is as small as this, it is still small water. You will never have big fish. So give them plenty water, then you are going to have big fish. That water is their space, not the pond. Fish water is the space that fish need, not the size of the pond. So when people are calculating stocking density and said it is 3 square meter, I tell them it's a lie. That's textbook, and I say textbook has lied. What are you calculating? How many liters of water can carry how many quantity of fish? And not just water, clean water. I went to Lagos Aquaculture Summit. Yeah, Lagos Aquaculture Summit. The commissioner was there, everybody was there, professor, they were talking. And when they were talking, somebody asked questions. I was on the panel. So I said, Prof, sir, I know you are a prof, but professor of fisheries, I'm respecting you, but the truth is that you cannot use that now. It has been proven that it is the liters of water that you can have pond that is very big like this and the water is small like this. And you say put the same quantity of fish with somebody who have the same size of pond and the water is small. You cannot. So I have to now explain to them, that's no, you are correct. So they need to be a revising of those textbook this thing. So that you can understand that when you have big water, you have big space. Then you have quality feed. You have feed, you feed them regularly. You sort them. Sorting, you separate big one from small one. I'm telling you that 5 fingers now. You also give them feed well. Okay, I mentioned feed. So you also give them the quality feed, quality juvenile, space, sorting, water. 5 things, 5 fingers. Once you can do those things religiously, your fish will grow big. Religiously, just follow it, your fish will grow big. But when someone comes and say, I want something that can give my fish can grow big like your own. I said, Madam, you actually want it? He said yes. Then when I wasn't selling feed, I would preach you this God to them. But now I'm selling feed. I said, I will give you something. This feed, come and buy it. Your fish will grow big. I'm a marketer. How to market my feed? That's what works for me now. I said, that's what I'm using on my farm. Come and use it. And the person said, oh, give me. So I'm making money. The person too is making money because he's buying affordable feed. His fish is also growing. So win-win situation. You get what I'm saying now? So the bottom line is try to understand the psyche of who is buying from you and approach them from that angle. I digress. Fish farm management. Everybody sell fish. You manage farm. In Nigeria, we are all managers. In Nigeria, in fact, in Africa, we are all managers. Because when somebody asks you, they say, so how you feel? My sister, I am managing you. How are you doing this? We are just managing it like that.
Oh Lord.
What's happening there? We are just managing. So everybody in Nigeria become managers. But are you managing well? That is the question. Are you managing well? That is the question. Everybody in Nigeria become managers. Because we all manage in one level or the other. Some people micromanage, some people macromanage. But there's a way you manage. And I'm still managing some other entities. Somewhere, everybody are just making calls and managing things. So things everybody needs to manage. When I say manage, I'm not saying let us management in terms does not mean using scarce resources and making it to be enough. That's not management. Management is using the resources, either plenty or small, and optimizing it to give the results that you want. Using the resources and optimizing that resources, either the resources is small or the resources is big. Some people are so very funny. You give them small money, they use it well. Then you see them buy food, you see them pay their reason. But the minute they have bigger money, they leave the house, they go and start living in hotel. So because they fail to understand the principle of management. So when you wake up in the morning, as a farmer, especially fish farming, as a farmer, you need various skills to succeed in fish farming. In fact, as a farmer, I have to go and learn plumbing. The plumbing on my current farm now, I'm not doing all the plumbing. As a farmer, you have seen the plumbing. I did all those plumbing. It's only the house one I didn't do, but the farm one I did it. So, as a farmer, you need to learn plumbing. Because when there is water leakage, instead of waiting for plumber to come from nowhere, you quickly take care of that. When plumber come, I can do a better one, but you can take care of that. As a farmer, you need to learn bookkeeping. Yes, you need to be able to record your finances properly. You get what I'm saying now? So, as a farmer, you need to also learn logistics. You need to know the company that is going early in the morning, that you take your products out. You need to learn logistics. You need to be a logistic manager. As a farmer, you also need to be an HR, managing man. So you learn a bit of all these skills. You get what I'm saying now? You learn a bit of all these skills that you need, but overall, you are still a farmer. Your most skill is in farming. That's your most skill. But while you are farming, you are also the customer relation. Even though you have lots of money to do HR, your mind is there. You are so how far has it gone? I will go. You didn't give me the first thing, but let me call the person myself. And accountant, so how far have you talked to the banker? Give me the banker for them to talk to the bank, because you know a bit of numbers. So you tell the banker, see CPN said the rate now is too thing. So please give us that rate. Do you get what I'm saying now? So if moment you know that already, even though you don't know all, but you know something of everything. You know something of everything, and you know everything of one thing. As a farmer, you know something of everything, and you know everything of one thing. Do you know what I'm saying now? So, at the end of the day, you get to understand that why you need to know the something of everything is that, like I used to tell people, the first thing you know in fish farming, you need to do in agriculture of fish farming is knowledge. You need to get your knowledge. Now, if you don't have all the knowledge, so people have passive knowledge, people have active knowledge. Now, if I have passive knowledge, I can give you money and say, go and open that fish farm there. And give me a report. The day your report is inconsistent, I will catch you and say, no, that feed, the mushroom that finished. I learned that day that to feed 1,000 fish or 1 kg is 67 bags. So why is your own 90 bags? You need to explain to me. Even though I'm not one on the farm, but because I have a small knowledge, I can argue with you. But if you cannot argue with me, or if I cannot argue with you, it means you will just finish the money. Like your case scenario. Yeah. Your brother is in Lagos. He doesn't know anything about fish farming. He just carries somebody and go there and walk away. If he knows that by 4th month, that fish should be ready. So you should have an idea of it. By 4 months, you should have fish should have been sold now. What is happening? Give me the picture, let me see. Put it on the scale. Because you have an idea by 4 months, this fish should have gone out. Because he has learned it from professional. Even though he's not doing it, but he has no idea. So that's why when somebody comes to my house to come and do bricklayer and everything, because many years ago, 2004, thereabout, I was busy serving somebody to carry cement and block and sand and everything. I was doing that. So when you come to my house and say, social number of block will come out, I start looking at you. Even though I cannot mix cement because of my I cannot be cement and block and everything now. But when he started telling me that, so I said no, it's not correct. Because I know this thing many years, this is how it comes out. So when I start building concrete pond for people, and I know how many bags of cement are supposed to come out of the block, and then I didn't see it, I will question you. So you know a little bit of everything. So as a farmer, to manage your farm properly, you need to know a something, small thing of everything, and all things of one thing. So that your staff, your workers, your this will not have any challenge with you. You don't have any challenge with them, because when they want to err, when they want to go wrong, when they want to cheat you, when they are attempting, when they are even thinking about it, you already know. And say, no, that's what you want to do, stop it. I know where you are going. I know where you are going. You get what I'm saying now? That fingerless, you cannot see. No matter the mortality, if you put 5,000 in a pond, no matter the mortality, there should be mortality record. But there's no record. So it means that if birds are coming to pick, even though birds are coming to pick the fish from the farm, from the pond, they cannot eat 4,000. What is it? The bird carry bird and come and sit in the bird that is carry mattress, come and sit in the pond and be picking them one by one. No, of course. So how many can they finish in a day? Yes, 2. How many days have you spent? Multiply 2 by how many days? So how many fish will come? How many times will the fish come? That's one of those things we look at. So, as a farmer, managing your resources, managing your expertise, managing your people, managing the water, managing your farm makes you far better. The difference between a struggling farm and a successful farm is just management. It's just management. The person wake up in the morning, he knows. See, any farmer in this climate that doesn't keep record is a failed farmer already. Any farmer in this climate era that doesn't keep record is a failed farmer. Do you have record?
Sure.
So what is the last thing you got on your record yesterday?
The feed I purchased yesterday before I leave.
How many bags did you purchase?
No, it was my feed is not up to. It's when they start to.
How many kg of feed did you?
It was 2, 3. It was 6 kg.
6 kg of feed.
Yeah.
At how much?
2,300.
2,300 naira times 6.
Times 6, yeah.
Okay, that's about 12,000. That's 13,800.
Yeah.
9,800. Yeah, 9,800. That's only what you wrote down.
Yes.
That's only what you wrote down.
Okay, I did not write transportation because I
see where I was
drove my
going.
car.
You can see where I was going.
I was driving down.
You were driving your car, so your car is not deserved to be in the equation. So you just imagine, what if I did not drive my car? What if I don't own the car? It means I have to pay transport to somewhere to go and buy the feed. So how much is the transport from here? Even though I'm going to drive my car, but how much is the transport from here to that place and back?
Yeah.
So you extrapolate it and you add transport this price. Did you write dates?
Yeah, yesterday date I wrote it.
Now, did you write the pond that is responsible for that feed? Is it pond A, pond B, pond Itogo, pond Brandy, pond Graham? Which pond? Which of the pond is eating that feed?
Since I'm using the feed for
All of them.
the both pond, yeah.
Okay, there are 2 ponds.
3.
Three ponds.
The other one, the farmer feed will take care of the small one, the one I sorted.
Okay.
So the 2 can pick 3 in.
So you didn't write this one, pond B and pond. So you need to include it in your recording. You can tell somebody in the house, say, please write that this pond is the one that is eating this feed. So that when that pond is time to produce its money, that pond must bring out the money that I used. Do you understand that now? So that is how to look at it critically. Now, when last did you check the quality of water you have? Not when you are having disease. Maybe you have disease that you do check randomly and say, today, let me just check it and find out if there's any change.
Apart from when those fish were fingerlings, that's when I've been checking the water.
Okay.
Whether it's more alkaline
Since
or
they
neutral.
didn't die, you feel they are okay.
Yeah. So maybe this training will teach me on how to check the water.
There is record keeping cattle. I introduced something 2 years ago, Aquatrack. I think we should also visit it again. Just use their templates. There's record cleaning catalog, the place you put water check every day. You are supposed to check your water every day.
Okay.
You're supposed to check your water every single day when you wake up. Check the water parameters every day. If there's a slight change in it, a slight change in water parameters affects your fish growth. Now your fish growth, effect of your fish growth is not instant. It's not always instant.
Please, sorry.
Okay?
The only thing I know how to check in water is the pH of the water.
Okay.
The pH, whether
Basic alkaline or
alkaline
acid.
acid or so. Only the pH, and I have the instrument.
It's only pH
I use
instrument
pH
to check.
tester.
It's only pH tester that you have.
Yes,
You
yes.
don't have any other one.
Yes.
Try and get other ones. I have one in my shop. That one tests 7 parameters. 7 in 1. That one is 7 in 1. We can't talk about that price on record now. But when you go to the
No,
office,
how is the instrument?
it's test strip. It's a strip. Just strip in water,
Okay.
move it out, just check it. You know the carbonated hardness, you know the nitrates, ammonia, you know everything like that. And pH is also there.
Okay.
pH is also there. That one is 7 in 1. There's also need to check oxygen. Oh, technically speaking, oxygen is the most important component of water you need to check. Oxygen.
So what size
It's called oxygenated water.
Okay.
You understand? You need to check if there's enough oxygen in that water.
Okay.
Because oxygen aids digestion. No matter the feed you give your fish, no matter the pH of your water, if there's no oxygen in that water, the feed will not digest. If the feed does not digest, it simply means they will throw it up. They will even grow, they will just vomit it, and they will die. Oxygen kill fish. Or deoxygenation kill fish faster than acidic water.
It's okay. Sorry.
Okay.
This is the now we are entering fish farming. You know, when you have in short fries
Yeah.
to fingerlings, they survive in neutral water.
Water pH for water is for fish should always be within 6 to 8. 6 to 8.
Okay.
6.5 to 8
Okay.
or 8.5.
Okay, so now when the fish passes juvenile, enter jumbo, they can survive in any water.
Not any water. They will survive, but will they go well?
Okay.
They will survive. Oh. So the people in prison, they are surviving, but are they going well? They are going thinner, but they are surviving.
Okay, please tell us. Let's take down.
So the oxygen level, is the most important level for fish in water.
Now we are in water management.
We are not doing water management. I think fish management. It's not a fish farm management. We just digress in to look at some water parameters
Please.
that you need to record. Oxygen level, pH, ammonia. Ammonia is subdivided into nitrate and nitrites. Then carbonated hardness. Then there's something I want to check sometimes also. E. coli level. E. coli level. Every water is subject to having microbes. Every water has its own level of microbes. But the level at which the microbial fauna the level at which it exists varies according to the survival. The level at which it exists varies according to water location. Some water has bigger microbes, some people have smaller microbes, quantity of microbes, some people have smaller quantity of microbes. Those microbes are actually both beneficial and harmful. They are harmful microbes and beneficial, harmful or harmless. Harmless/beneficial. Some microbes are not beneficial and they are not harmful. They're just there. They don't even disturb you. But they're not beneficial. Why some are not harmful? They're just there. Why some will hurt you immediately that you enter there. Now, later I'm going to send you what these levels, what you need, what they should be. I'm going to send that to you, just remind me. I'm going to send that to you one, but it's not that very but you need to now have that on one side. So at each time you are recording it, you are comparing it to the normal level it should be for fish survival. If it is not, see, the normal level the normal level for I'm talking about human being, I want to look at human being. The normal level for bacterial, for parasitic load, what's the name? Mosquito parasites. The normal level for it in your body is there, normal, it's just there. The day you become weak, stressed, this level gets high. Why? Because your immune is now stressed. You are now lower. Your energy, you have burnt so much energy. That energy you are supposed to use, that your white blood cells are supposed to use to fight these germs. You yourself, you have used it by yourself to go and fight external things. So it lowers your immune system. Then the other level now goes high. So that is what is called opportunistic microbacteria. Opportunistic, like this. It now take advantage that you are weak, likewise fish. The very day you stress your fish, and to stress fish is very easy. In fact, the easiest thing you can do in fish farming is to stress fish. The easiest thing you can do is to, even when feeding them, you are stressing them. Why feeding? You are giving them food though. You know why? Imagine you as a human being, you eat one big pot of eba. As you finish eating it, do you stand up and jump and start running? You first sit down because you are stressed. You first sit down. So fish also, while feeding them, you are stressing them already. Because after eating, they start like this. They start shaking around like this. They start looking around like this. You get what I'm saying now? So it simply means that you need to be observant that you don't overfeed them. Now, when you also underfeed them, you are stressing them. When that feed is not enough, they use so much energy to fight for feed. So lowering their increasing their strength level and lowering their immune system. Then opportunity bacteria start acting. You understand that now? So you need to also be observant that, like I said, stress is the easiest thing. So when changing water, when handling fish, when sorting them, when feeding them. In fact, when fish is like that in the pond, you go there and go and do the pond. They shake. Yeah. It's stress for them. Serious stress. You go and just hit the pond. They shake. I want to see the fish inside the pond. You allow somebody to kick the pond. Tell them not to do that kind of thing near your farm. Because we are going to go into biosecurity later. You get to see the do's and don'ts to prevent these things from happening. You don't allow people come to your farm and come and be hitting the ball. I want to see fish, bang, bang, bang. Don't do that. They are stressing your fish, lowering their immune system and increasing their strength level, and then bacteria gets to act. You understand? Please, question.
Please, so that we can follow up very well. You said we should check the oxygen level of the water.
The most important.
The pH of
the
the
pH,
water,
follow the
ammonia and the rest of them.
Yes.
Now, I know how to check the pH of the water.
Okay.
So, what about the oxygen? How do we check? And at what level of fish. Then the ammonia, if we check the ammonia, and what level should we know? What ranges?
Let me show you something. I've told you that I'm going to give you the ranges later.
Okay.
I'm going to give you that ranges. You see, this oxygen is called dissolved oxygen.
Okay.
It's called dissolved oxygen. Oxygen that is present in water.
Okay.
At that time, it's called dissolved oxygen. Fish open their operculum, swallow in, they open their mouth, swallow in water. The water goes to their gill. They open the operculum, the water escapes without oxygen because their gill trapped the oxygen. In fact, the gill is the most nutritious part of fish. It carries the highest number of nutrients. Gill that will normally remove and throw away is the most nutritious. And what do you think we throw it away? Nah, we throw it for our fish. So throw it back to the fish, so the fish eats the nutrients again. And they come back, when they come back, we remove that gill and give to the next fish. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's the most nutritious. It's the most nutritious. So this dissolved oxygen is present in water. But it's just that the catfish you raise also have advantage over the tilapia that you know. Not advantage. For catfish, it has extra sponge at the end of their gill. That extra sponge, you see, the tilapia does not have it. In fact, you have seen ice fish gill. When you remove it, that extra sponge is not there. That extra sponge is what helps them to take atmospheric air. So they will come out of the water, open their mouth and take atmospheric air and go in. They will survive, even when the water is very dirty. But tilapia, they will just die because they can't take atmospheric air again. Because they don't have that resources to take atmospheric air. That's why it's good to also, if you make your water too dirty and your fish start taking atmospheric air, you are stressing the fish because it's actually not suitable for them, but they're just trying just to survive. That extra energy they use to survive is stressing them, and that stress leads to bacterial infection. So dissolved oxygen.
So that is even the reason why sometimes you remove the catfish from water. And it's still alive.
It's still alive till it gets to the destination.
You see the game.
How many hours is this spent between the cats and the place? Sometimes 3 hours.
So and they still alive.
And they are still alive. It's only few that under the bottom that die. But they will still be alive till they get to this. So fish can be here and come out tomorrow morning, the fish will still be there. Opening his mouth. Catfish. But tilapia, forget it is gone.
Wow.
pH, you check the pH stability. pH can be unstable at any time. So, as a farm manager, proper farm manager, you need to know all this to compare it to their standard. Using that their standard, using to compare. When you compare, you contrast, you compare, you can say no. How does ammonia build up? Ammonia is from feed leftover, it's from excreta of fish. So imagine you are in this house, there is no convenience. So you are excreting in this house, you are also eating in this house. So imagine. And it is up for the next 3 days. 3 days, you are busy excreting and you are eating. You are excreting just on the ground there. What do you think will happen to you? The day they open this door, the way you will run out. So fish is also suffering in the water. That's why when we tell you change your water regularly, we are telling you to understand that because the excreta of fish carries ammonia, carries nitrate and nitrite. So there's hydrogen and there's nitrogen in it. It carries nitrate and nitrite. They are just there. So, and they are in chemistry class that year, they say ammonia is like rotten egg smell.
Yeah.
So imagine you carry rotten egg, bring it here, bam. And will you remain there? You won't remain. You will jump back. Why will you jump back?
Sir, changing of water regularly, how many days or
Water changes depend on many factors. This man may stay for 1 week without changing his own water, but your own cannot stay more than one day without changing water. How? In the same size of pond, you have the same size of pond, 12 by 12, for instance. In stock 500 juvenile, you put 2,000 juvenile. and your water is the same level, who will change water first? 2,000 people. So if you are using his timetable, for your own time, you will start having problem. So know your uniqueness of your farm. Look at the water daily. This water is good for changing tomorrow. Tomorrow you change it. Even though your neighbor has not changed water, you will change it because every farm is unique.
So what is like the standard?
You want to look for standard. The standard is just one flow through. That's the standard. Every day. Just
The
one
quantity of water that is
coming
entering
in
is the
same as
quantity
water is
that is
going
going
out.
out.
Once you can achieve that 24 hours, that's the standard. But if I say I should give a standard, say every 2 days you move water, the day that thing must have getting 1 day 24 hours, you don't know because you are waiting for the textbook that said 2 days. So it's good to know. When you know, you will be able to do it on your own. Tweak it to suit your situation. You adjust the principle. Even though I didn't standard to record this thing now, when you get to your house, you want to adjust it to suit your peculiar situation. So, not cramming, but knowing. When you know it, you will just know that, oh, if I put 1,000 here, this thing I need to change the water every 2 days. And the person that put 5,000 will change the water every twice a day, in the same pond. So you need to know. When you know, because you know this water is dirty, you are not blind. You are not blind now. You are saying this water is dirty. By the time you even test the water, you have seen high level of ammonia. No, you need to change the water.
So what about the stocking density?
I just told you now. The stocking density is always determined by the quantity of water. And to me, I normally advocate for 1 table size for 10 liters of water. 1 table size, 500 grams to 1 kg, to 10 liters of water, of clean water. So how many liters of water are in that pond? Add how many liters of water in the pond? Length times breadth times height. You know that many liters of water in that pond. Then divide how many fish can be. That is how many liters of water can be in the pond. But how many liters of water are in the pond? Because you may need to have 10,000 metric cube of water in the pond. But then the water you need only take 5,000. So what do? So you need to be able to calculate how many liters are there, how many fish you put in it. So in managing a farm, you have all this information in your farms. In managing a farm, you need to connect your farm. You need to connect your farm to the resource of sales, networking, joining activities, reaching out to people, preserving your farm from invaders. That's one of those things you need to do to be able to keep your farm working. In managing your farm also, you also need to keep to time of feeding. Feeding time is what people normally fail. Now, if you feed your fish every 7 a.m. in the morning, by walking past the side of your pond, the fish will start coming.
They will come.
They will come and say, "Okay, don't come. Okay, food don't come. Food don't come." Do you get what I'm saying now? You know why they are doing that? Because they are used to it. So they come at that time. They know around this time it must come. And if they miss that time, you come by 10. That's why when we start taking supply chain management, we got to understand that your supply of input must be consistent. Because you know that by 7 a.m. your feed needs to be in the pond. So that when your fish, I told somebody, like a theory that I discovered that if your fish miss 24 hours of feed, they should not miss the next 24 times 4 days of feeding. You know why? So that they can recover what they miss in 24 hours. If your fish miss 1 day of feed, you need extra 4 days of feed to recover that 1 day.
Wow.
Because that 1 day, imagine you eat for 1 full day, your weight will drop. And when you gain your weight, you need to consistently eat for the next 1 week as human being. Before you gain back that weight you lost in that 1 day. For fish, it's just 4 days, they will gain back. But you need to consistently feeding them, don't make them miss again. If you miss again, you need to go again for the next 8 days. So that's why when you do supply chain management, when you're managing your farm,
You need to understand supply chain management, whereby your input is always constant. Even though when you don't have money. So as a customer, as a fresh manager, you need to have relationship with your input supplier. That when there is scarcity of money or you transfer money, the money has not even arrived, the person can release goods to you. Talk about madam that. Even when she doesn't have, the woman mother come and take day gold, we know you will pay us. Mother come and take feed, you know you will pay us because she has developed trust with them. So as a manager, you need to build trust. You need to be consistent, and to build trust, you need consistency. You need consistency to build trust. You are consistently buying from me. Every time you need feed, you come to my shop. You bring money every time. The day you will call me and say, Rode, there's no money today. Please, can you help me with 10 bags of feed? I will give you money next week. I will release it. You know why I will release it? You know what? Let me tell you the selfish reason why I will. Let me tell you that I'm very selfish. I'm a very selfish person. Let me tell you why I'm selfish. For the past 1 year, I have been making profit from the feed you have been buying from me. So that 10 bags of feed, even though I release it and they go for free, that profit is enough to cover that 10 bags without me feeling it. That's why I'm selfish. Because I think that I'm making so much money from this man now. So isn't this more that you want? I beg, give me money later. If a man that release things to you know what they want to do, they know that you are always come. They make so much money from you that when they release that thing to you, don't worry, go and sell. Bring back money later. They know what they are doing. But you cannot come today and say, "Could help me, give me feed." Let me go. I'll say, "Calm down. Let us check the book of record. If your name is a book of life or a book of non-life." I have to open it. Many people send me messages on WhatsApp, DM, and when they ask me something to do, what I do, I quickly go and check records, go and check our past charts. So that this person come January 2020. I want to buy feed. How much is this? Send account. I send account. We went silent. It disappeared. January 2021. They came back again. I want to buy feed. How much is this price? Look at the account number. Pay. I'm coming. I'll get back to you. It disappeared. 2023. They came back again. Not 2024. When they came back and said, "Oh, no matter what, just give me 1 bag of feed. I will not give you." They say it is not a sin. You know why? Because I've checked the record. You have been consistently inconsistent. You get what I'm saying? So the most important thing is to build consistency. A customer you have been buying feed from every time. When you go back to the person and say, "Jay, even though it's only 1 bag, just give me today. I will give you money." The person should be able to give you, unless the person is a wicked person. There's some places I don't even buy starter feed in this video again, because I've been consistent with them over the years. In fact, there's a particular place I even took my pond, my mobile pond, 3x3 brand new, went to go and put in their office and say, "Please, let it be there." That pond was around 50 something thousand there. Said, "Go and let it be there. When you see the customer, people should sell it." So I trust them to sell for me, isn't it? It's a trust because I've been buying feed from them. Then one day, I went to them, I want to buy feed. I made transfer. The money has not arrived. Just 2 bags of feed. It was around 20 something thousand naira. Say, "Let me carry the feed and go now, so that when the transfer comes, you will see." Say, no. Because see it here. The no feed can live there. I was shocked. I know it's a business principle, but the law is made for man. Man is not made for law.
Yes.
It's a business principle, I know that. But this person, you even have his property with him that what times 2 of what is taken from you. And he has always been consistent with you. You know him, you know his office, you know his farm. Oh, no, I know. So I said, okay, it means my consistency did not buy me trust. What did I do? 1 week later, I went back and called me. I said, "Someone want to buy the pond." So I carried the pond away from here. And they hardly see me there. I don't go there. I don't even recommend the place for anybody to go. Even though that's the last time I said, I don't know where they are selling feed, starter feed. Why? Because I was consistent. My customer did not buy me trust. So when you identify as a manager, you identify a place where you have been consistent with. Stay with them. It buys you trust. Do you get what I'm saying now? So these are the way to manage your farm. You need to be able to understand that building trust with even your input supplier is a part of managing your farm. So you will not be stranded in any way. So you will not be stranded. Also managing your farm, you need to also, like I said, connect your farm to the real buyers. Network your farm. Let every person within your vicinity know that there's a farm in that place. if you want fish in any day, go there and buy fish. It's not for security, anti-security wise, it's a business premises. It's a business place, so everybody should know that there's a business going on here. And that is why you see us always saying that it is fish farming business. It's business. When it's a business, how many people that Jesus Christ have told, do you light a candle and put under a bushel? Jesus Christ said you are the salt of the earth. It means you are a business of the world. Let people see you. Shout at the top of your voice. Even though it's for people to say this person, you they talk about fish. What do they do? So what they would like to do? Have you provided any other thing for me? No. Can you provide anything? No. Will you eat fish? Yes. Come and buy it. Let me sell to you. Let me make money from you. That's all. So, in the area of managing your farm, you also need to be a marketer. A fishman manager needs to be the chief marketer of the farm. Now, if you see me, most of my going out, I will wear Pro-Dave shirts. I just wear it. You know why? So, I've been in airport in Abuja. I don't know anybody just say, Pro-Dave, is that you? I didn't know. Because I was just wearing Pro-Dave on my back. He said he has been looking for me. He has a farm in Taraba. He wants me to see the farm. From Abuja, he said, we go my flights and we go follow him to Taraba. I said, okay, it is not your town yet. So we exchanged contacts and we just talked. And after a while, I went to Taraba. I went to go and see his farm. In fact, the flight I took to Taraba was a day flight. I said, the flight is going, I don't know what the situation was. They said, just take me there. And in the afternoon, I was back to Abuja again. But just because I was the chief marketer of my business. So you need to be the chief marketer as in you need to know about marketing. That's why God gorilla marketing. It's what a fish farm manager should learn. To learn how to market, how to sell your fish, how to sell the unique points. And that unique point is that whenever you need fish, call me. Even though it's a dream, I will give you. Even though I don't have, I have a second shop. You get what I'm saying now? Today, like tomorrow, like only 5,000 juvenile will leave this state and go to Anambra and Enugu states. I don't have one juvenile in my pond, but 5,000 will cut off because somebody is counting on me. So what I do, I connect to my associate and say, come, you have juvenile, you have going to give me, let's just send this to the person. So when the person wants, he doesn't go to my associate, he still come to me. So when I now sell at back for my own pond. So you need to be a cheap marketer, you need to be reliable. Your price needs to be competitive. You know, check out how much is fish. Somebody came to my farm to buy fish 2 days ago. And they just want to buy fish to eat. And I told them, it's retail price. Madam, you buy 5,000 per kg. He said, no, in Lagos that I came from, it's just 2,000 per kg. I said, madam, not in Lagos. Is that Lagos? Wait for the sale to do Lagos. I said, me, I know Lagos very well. Should I make calls in Lagos and let them tell you how much they're selling fish in Lagos? If it's more than 3,500, then I'll call you pastor. He said, no, I know, I don't say you know. Because you want to do research, you need to know how much they sell fish in different locations. So the woman people to lie to me. And it doesn't mean that it's lying to already, this fish is in my hand. I told the woman, if you want 1,000 fish in Lagos, I have someone who will give you now. I will not be here. I will do transaction with the person in Lagos. When that I network, I become a cheap marketer. So when I don't ask, somebody in Lagos need fingerlings. I can't send fingerlings from you to Lagos. What I call somebody else in Lagos. I say, God, you have fingerlings, you to no person. You pay to me, I pay to this person, I remove my commission, what is happening? Do you get what I'm saying now? So the person in Lagos keep calling me. There's a time somebody want to go and buy mobile pond. The fairly used pond. The person is buying it for happen to be his classmate in secondary school. Many years, 1990 something. But they didn't know, but they are on the streets, the same streets. But they didn't know each other. They didn't meet before. This one contacted me, want to sell. This one contacted me, want to buy. I am here in this Ogon Road. And I say, okay, pay the money to me, there's fee. You pay the money to me. I say, go to so place. We went there. I'm getting the, but are you. Say, so how what do you cover? I came to buy pond. It's my pond now. How far you pay? He said, yes, I paid to that guy. He said, oh, he will come pay me now, but this is only which you don't pay to them. I mean, I didn't even know what happened. I was just there in the waiting. Have you gotten there? Have you seen the pond? Do you like it? Okay, we are carrying it now. I'm carrying it, send me a picture. I said, okay, they don't carry your pond. Yes, he said, but my God, and I will not collect that price. Okay, this is business. I finish it. Okay, because of that, I'm going to give you some small discount. And I just did that because of money. So two of them don't know each other. Okay. So make you understand, as a farm manager, you need to be able to network and connect. The day your fish, once your fish in the pond finish, does not mean that your farm has shut down. So when people call you and say, I don't get fish today, come out. Don't say, don't worry. Because you have networked with other farm managers. You call them and say, see, you want to buy fish. You have to ask $5 from you. So that I can also see my, the person just want to do business, collect $5 and go back. And you are still preparing. Your fish is still coming up. When your fish is ready, they call you and you sell it again. And that's how it is. So simply you need to know the art of marketing. Market and market completely, very well. That's how to do it. So fish farm marketing or managing, just for marketing. Fish farm managing is very easy, but also very, very technical. I've given you the circle of everything. Is that know something of everything and know everything of one thing. That's the circle of it. That's not how it works. Everything, know everything, no matter what it is on the farm. Know how the price land in that area. Know how water is, know everything. But at the same time, know everything of only one thing. Just one thing, which is the technicality of the fish farm business. Just know it. You can call accountant, do this, you can call this, do this, you record that. Procurement manager, I'm sure you record that, but you're just doing those things. But you know that the fish needs to go to social stick at some time. You know it, you have the knowledge of it. All that's understandable. I've sent you all the soft copy of the teaching. Even though I may not say everything in it, but you will learn more from that soft copy. Is that okay? It's on your WhatsApp already.
Do you have hard copy?
Hard copy. No, please. Yeah. We are trying to fight climate change. We're looking for hard copy.
Then you can print and the hard copy and use.
You can print it out from your phone now.
I know.
You can print it from your phone. But I will soon have a comprehensive book. But this year must not end. I must have my book on fish farming business so that people will stop asking me. I have so many people asking me, but how would you produce your own book? So the book I produced was my laptop when they stole it. So I have to go and go to cloud and download it on my phone. It's on my phone now. But I need a new information is now coming. And let to add it again. So it is what is slowing me down. If I add those few new information, I can produce the book. It will start with e-copy before hard copy so that people can always have it. So thank you for having me on fish farm management. Is there anything you want to do apart from that one? After fish farm management?
Exports something.
Is it exports? Or the local markets?
Local and international.
So
Exploring the local markets.
So the attitude, what you have emphasized, which I wanted to note, very interesting life experiences. The Igbos believe Kobo. Namani. Hello? Kobo. Namani. Do we have philosophy, ideology about money in a private state or a Libyan man that we have?
Bible states, we give them money that
Do we have philosophy or ideology about money? We have, but we don't practice it. We say, but how many of us practice that? We don't. We go around. In those days, we used to buy the charge card, that paper. Get to a shop that is tended to by a neighbor girl. I want to buy a charge card. Which ones are MTN? How much? 1,000 naira. Okay, sir. Pay money. We get to 200 naira. I go load for you.
Even 100 naira self.
To 200 naira.
Even
100. I go load for you. I beg, give me your phone. I go load for you. She's interested in that money, that cover. But if it is acquired girl, he says, I will not get to. I want 100. And she's talking
she will
to
never tell you there's
and she's talking to you.
She's already going.
Have you been experiencing that? So the two scenarios, who needs your money? Who needs your money? Single person. That's why she went out there. But our person would do that. One person will come, the product is cannot get it. He's not making any effort. Then at the stage, the owner of the place will close down that place because of no sales. But the other person is selling. I also want you to go around, you drive a car. You don't stay in New York. If you stay in New York,
In the case, it's almost
I
similar
will
to
ask you, check what Red Oil is doing. Check what Rano is doing. Check what Shaba is doing. If you go to their station, there's always queue to buy fuel. Canada, they'll be selling 880 or 870, they'll be selling 860 or 865. They don't adjust their meter. So when you go, you know you are buying what you are supposed to buy.
Even the customer service.
Opposite Shapa, along the road there, along Atiku where I live, is G